After decades of same books, finally, NCERT and CBSE has brought a big change in the academic curriculum for the students going to appear in boards or for the students who are going to appear in class 9. So this video is quite important for all the students who are worrying about the curriculum, worrying about when the new books will be released. So basically the changes start with the introduction of NEP, that is New Education Policy 2023. And since then, we have seen major changes in the textbook that were released by NCERT earlier for the class 1st to class 8. And now this year we were eagerly waiting for the change to be introduced in class 9th and class 10. However, it is clearly stated by CBSE that the changes in the textbook are made only for class 9 and this year, not for class 10, but subsequently it is going to change by next year. So we can see that 2027, okay, pay attention when I say that 2027 boards will be a sunset clause particularly because the old book for class 10 will be followed till that session 2026-2027 and that will be the end. After that, new books will be introduced for class 10. By this video, I'm not going to talk about class 10 entirely, but today we will talk about class 9th more. Why? Because recently what is being released by CBSE will go to the main website and we can see that on 1st of April they have released CBSE curriculum for the academic session 26-27, right? When we go through this page, you will see that this is the release for the academic session 26-27 for the classes 9th to 12th, and I would love to clear you that bacha for 11th and 12th the entire curriculum is released on the website of CBSE on 1st of April. But however, for class 9th and 10th, CBSE said that we are going to release it with the help of a webinar. So right now when I'm recording this video, a webinar on YouTube is going on and I have brought for you all the important highlights for that webinar along with the biggest question that was running in your mind, that when are the new books going to be released. So all the affiliated schools are requested to download the complete curriculum whenever it is available on the website of CBSE. We have to strictly adhere all the policies, all the new academic curriculum introduced by CBSE. Okay, now I would love you to tell, I'm just so excited to tell you the new things. So, bacha, NEP, that is New Education Policy, okay, New Education Policy 2023. It was introduced in 2023 with an objective that the decades-old textbooks are needed to be updated, keeping in mind the developments as well as the requirements and the needs of the changing society, changing era. Okay, in that particularly it was a plan. Okay, it was a plan to reintroduce or introduce new textbooks for the students so that they can pace with the evolving world, AI oriented world, etc. And we as citizens of India always targeting about the education system that was old education system. If I talk about the textbook which were entirely based upon the ideology of Britishers, if we look at history, if we look at mathematics, everything was highlighting the era they ruled us. So priority will be given to Indianized system. If you will see the textbook of class 6, 7th, 8, you will clearly understand that how the shlokas from the Vedas are taken, how they are explaining us that how zero evolved in India, how Pythagoras theorem, we have some reference in the book. So this is an attempt to make our books Indianized, which particularly will be beneficial for us, right? So this new academic curriculum, the webinar says that it is up to 2031. The question is why? Right? Because entirely according to this new curriculum, we will come as per the pace up on 2031 and everything is going to change after that. If I talk about some important points of this particular webinar, I will speak about introduction of regional language. This was told to us in 23 also. So basically, three language formula is going to be implemented. Now you might be thinking, ma'am, is it going to implement from the same year? No, not at all. Okay, gradually it is going to be implemented, and by 2031 it will be compulsorily made for the board exams. See students, why? Because first they will introduce this in class 6th, then 7th, then 8th. So these class 6 students are going to appear in class 10th in the year 2030 and will give their exams in 31. That is the reason. So pay attention, the introduction of regional languages keeping in point the view that three languages will be there, R1, R2, R3, all of different levels. The first language will be the student's mother tongue. Right? Why? Because as we see particularly right now, the education system is more dependent upon English as a language, as a vocational language particularly. So to reduce its impact in Indian society, the first language which we are going to opt will be our regional language. Okay? And the two other. And one more thing, among the three languages, two language will be a native language of particular person. Get it? So R1, R2, R3, all of different levels. For class 6, R3 language will be introduced from 2026, and these students going to appear in the board in 2031 will have compulsory all the three language in their board exams. This doesn't mean that they are going to study the third language first time in 2031. No, we are going to implement in their curriculum from this year only. And if I talk about class 9 students who are worried about this, no, you will be having two languages, that is R1 and R2. Get it? So this will be the changes. New textbook, as we already discussed, the new textbook according to NEP 2023 were going to be introduced, and it has introduced up till class 8. Now the question is, ma'am, when is class 9 books going to come? So my dear students, in this CBSE webinar, the head has clearly stated that within a week or 10 days it will be provided to us. The textbook will be provided to us. It will be available on the website of NCERT as well as later on in the markets too. Okay, so do not worry about it, do not just rush for that. And if you want to start your curriculum, you can go with the basics of languages, there will be no change in the grammar exactly, right? There will be no change in the basics of math, science, SST. So understand that the books are going to change, yes, but if you are eager to start your studies, start with grammar. Okay, that will help you. So new textbook for class 9th, I am expecting it around 15-16th of March. Let's see what will happen. The third important point which was discussed in this webinar was computational training, which will be referred as CT, and AI. So students, we know that the world is evolving and AI has taken a lot of space in our in the world around us. Okay, so hence it is very, very important to imbibe it in our studies, and we are going to do that. However, it is a proposal right now and it is not going to implement right away in this year. Rather, they are proposing it for 2029, that by this year changes will be made in the textbook so that data, you can drive the data without any devices. That's the main point, because right now we are so much implied on the devices, which is affecting our mental health too. So that is what CBSE is trying to do. Introduction of advanced maths and science. Now this is what. So what happened now initially there were rumors like in class 9th we are going to introduce streams. Like when you move from class 10 to class 11, pay attention, when you move from class 10 to class 11, you choose a stream, that I will be a math student, commerce or arts, etc. So it was rumors spreading around that in the NEP 2023 we are going to introduce that stream selection in class 9th itself, so that students can study for the stream which they are going to pursue in future. As of now, it is clearly stated by CBSE leaders that we are not going to do that. So what is the major change? Major change is that now again this is a proposal and they are going to implement it gradually, that there will be introduction of advanced training for maths and science students. Like 1 hour in their curriculum will be provided for test also, so that you can give the test for advanced maths and science, because if you are going to pursue JEE, you should be advanced maths learning. should have that, and same as goes with the science too. So there will be a what we can say result also generate for that. Students who got 50% plus can go with advanced maths and science. That's none of our business right now, but yeah, something like this is going to be introduced so that you can be prepared for competitive exams at the early level of stage. Okay, next is about compulsory vocational education, and this was the loophole within the Indian education system, that where is skill development. Okay, so new thing is going to introduce that there will be art education compulsory. Okay, internal assessment will be there, plus physical education too. So skill development vocational education is also implemented. Last but not the least, there is introduction of 4 new languages by CBSE. Students, we have 22 languages in the schedule of Indian Constitution. But in the Indian education system, these 4 languages were not having any place. And these were Maithili, Santhali, Dogri, Konkani. So if you are aware about these languages, students who want these languages in their R3 language, now it is available. Initially it will be for class 6 and later on it will be available till class 10 by the year 2031. Okay, so these new 4 languages have also been introduced. Hope everything is clear to you. I am also listening that webinar again and again so that none of the important point is left by my side, so that you are not aware about that. Okay, so I will be bringing certain updates every day so that you are clear with everything new going in your academic session, academic curriculum. As of now, class 9 students or class 10 students, if you are worried about the changes, do not worry about that. Particularly class 10 students, boards will be like the sunset is going to be in 27. Up till 27, class 10, the board exams will be same as per the previous assessment. Yes, for class 9, the books are going to change, and that changes will be like introduced to us in the curriculum that is going to be posted on the website too later, because right now webinar is done, they are going to post it. New books are going to come within a week and we will be aware about everything, entire syllabus, how to study, when to study, etc, etc. Rest, we are here. Okay, so this is the platform Diksha Vedanto and I am your faculty Tanvi. I will be taking your class 9th, class 10th SST as a subject. Do not worry about them. Whatever is the change, we are going to sort it out. Okay, we are going to deal them. So as of now, bye-bye. We will meet in the next video, and if anything comes new by CBSE, NCERT or anything, I am going to update you super soon. Bye-bye.